The government of Uganda, through its foreign ministry, has distanced itself from what appeared to be a Twitter meltdown yesterday by the country's commander of the land forces of the Uganda People Defence Forces, UPDF, Muhoozi Keinerugaba. Now, Lieutenant General Muhoozi, who is also the son of Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni, had on Monday quipped on a Twitter post that he would only need 2 weeks with his army to capture Kenya's capital, Nairobi. He has since apologized for the tweets, saying invading Kenya's capital, Nairobi, was a joke. Meanwhile, the bragging Lieutenant General has been moved from the position of commander of Uganda's UPDF in changes made by his father, President Museveni.
Muhoozi, the former leader of Uganda's army, sparked anger on social media when he said it won't take him 2 weeks to enter Kenya, capture Nairobi, and make the city part of Uganda's territory. This particular tweet that read as follows: "It wouldn't take us, my army and me 2 weeks to capture Nairobi," attracted more than 6,000 retweets and 8,500 comments. Muhoozi went ahead to ask social media followers whether he should reside in Riverside or Westlands after capturing Nairobi. Shortly after his tweets went up, Muhoozi's name shot to the summit of Twitter trends in both Kenya and Uganda. Upon receiving a heavy backlash from Kenyans and Ugandans, Muhoozi said his tweets were misconstrued and that he was only joking on the site. In one of his tweets, Muhoozi said, "I would never beat up the Kenyan army because my father told me never to attempt it, so our people in Kenya should relax." The 48-year-old father chided Kenya for observing the rule of law and democracy, saying if former President Uhuru Kenyatta was a Ugandan, he'd have run for a third term against the dictates of the Constitution. "I love my Kenyan relatives. Constitution? Rule of law? You must be joking. For us, there is only the revolution and you will soon learn about it," Muhoozi said in a tweet that drew criticism from former presidential candidates Kizza Besigye and Bobi Wine. In his tweet, Besigye said commander of Uganda's military says the constitution and rule of law is a joke. No doubt kidnap and torture of Ugandans takes place publicly with impunity. Parliament expectedly can only lament. General Muhoozi is clearly above the military and state laws. Uganda's presidential candidate in the last general election, Bobi Wine, on his part, tweeted the following: "Dear Kenyans, you now understand what it means to live in Uganda under General Museveni and his son, whom he gifted the highest military rank and put him in charge of our land forces." And today, Cabinet Secretary nominee in the Foreign Affairs docket, Alfred Mutua, had a chat with the Ugandan's High Commissioner to Kenya, Dr. Hassan Waswa, but not much has been disclosed about their meeting. Uganda's foreign ministry has also distanced itself from these sentiments by Muhoozi, clarifying that they do not subscribe to Muhoozi's tweets, emphasizing that they treasure the relationship between Uganda and Kenya. The ministry further noted that it does not run its foreign policy affairs or official business through social media platforms, affirming that Uganda holds dear the ties between the two nations. The government of the Republic of Uganda therefore wishes to reiterate its cordial relationship with the Republic of Kenya and assure the people and the government of the Republic of Kenya of a harmonious relationship that we value, said the statement. Muhoozi has since replaced his profile picture on Twitter from the original one, which depicts him in full military gear. This after allegedly having a lengthy talk with his father, Yoweri Museveni. Muhoozi disclosed that Museveni Sr. was to announce some changes and that he, Muhoozi, would say a special prayer for the Ugandan forces. The Daily Monitor, one of Uganda's popular newspapers, has reported that Muhoozi has been dropped as the commander of the powerful UPDF. He has, however, been promoted to a full general. His position in UPDF will now be occupied by Major General Chayanja Muhanga. Whether Muhoozi now occupies a position without a portfolio in Uganda remains unclear. But just who is Muhoozi Keinerugaba? He is the only son of Yoweri and Janet Museveni and was born in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania on April 24, 1974. He went to school in Tanzania, Kenya and Sweden. Muhoozi enjoyed a quick rise through Uganda's army ranks, having trained at Britain's elite military academy, Sandhurst, as well as Egypt, the USA and South Africa. The president's son was first promoted to brigadier and put in charge of Uganda's powerful Special Forces Command before his elevation to Major General in 2016. Muhoozi led Uganda's land forces while also serving as a high-profile presidential advisor on special operations, a role that encompasses the political sphere in Uganda. Unlike his father, Muhoozi prefers to keep a low profile, occasionally appearing at sports events or rare gatherings with friends. However, he has not been shy about sharing opinions on social media. His controversial views, which he largely expresses on Twitter, have been defended by the military, which exercises huge power in Uganda.
Presidesnt Uganda, for better quality in graphic designing, photography, videography, animation, branding, digital marketing, and website designing. Find us on social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. For more inquiries, contact us on 0705 28 9442 or on 0775 974308. Elite Brands Uganda, quench your thirst.